Hi everyone. Okay, so continuing with my fashion law journaling for teaching at Sac State, I want to talk to you about what we discussed this week in class. So far, so good. This week, we're focused on licensing, specifically fashion licensing. If you are in the creative industry, of course, you know that licensing is a huge part of how you monetize your intellectual property. If you're in music, you really focus on licensing copyright, film, focused on licensing copyright. And if you're in fashion, trademark is all about, or trademark licensing is a big part of where the whole licensing discussion, negotiations, and all that take place. So this week in class today, we focus specifically on what is a license, why would you want a license, what are the benefits of licensing, how do you negotiate those licensing deals, and what are some of the terms that you look at when it comes to negotiating those licensing deals. Now, when it comes to choosing the right licensing partner, what we also talked about, how do you determine that? Making sure you're, of course, conducting due diligence, as we say in the music industry. We also say in fashion, be careful who you get in bed with. Ensure that you know who these people are or the future business partners you're going to be working with. Search their history, know their history, and so much more that goes into just the due diligence aspect. You can, of course, have a licensing agency or a licensing agent that will help you with all of that to help with a thorough search for that due diligence that needs to be done. And then, of course, again, we talked about the deal terms. And finally, we applied it with the students role playing specifically what a licensing deal might look like using one of the famous brands that we are all aware of. So they used that and they role played it, and I thought they did quite well. So that was good. Before I start classes, as I mentioned, before we get into the substantive legal discussion, I always like to do emotional intelligence discussion as well. And so our emotional intelligence discussion today was focused on self-control. And we looked at an example of that in the fashion industry, specifically John Galliano, and how he was at the top and the lack of self-control, especially spilled from personal into the workplace, dramatically affected him and brought him down as a big downfall in the fashion industry, and how he's now picking himself back up. So it's very important. If you're creative or you're an executive in the creative industry, don't think that that creativity or those skill sets as an executive gives you permission to lose self-control, treat people terribly, make the workplace hostile, where people are not comfortable or safe there, and becomes a major liability for the company hiring you or for your own company. So we covered all that. It was a great class. I'm looking forward to sharing more of what we're doing as time progresses. So thank you for watching, and until next time, I will keep you all updated. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye.